Okay, so here we have the product page for stamps you can buy now. Now, if you look at the top corner here, below the banner, okay, you'll see it says filter, condition, countries or region, grade, time period. Then on the right, you see sort by, and there's a drop down. So the way our filters work is that you can add or subtract filters in any combination you want, even while you're in the middle of your search. This is a big deal because most search platforms will not allow you to do that. You'll have to resume your search. So for instance, if I collect British Commonwealth, King George V, I would go into countries or region, and you'll see I've got British Commonwealth, US and territories, Europe, South America, Africa, Asia, Oceania, Canada and provinces, worldwide, Middle East, and I've got Latin America as a separate category here because I used it now to supersede South America. So eventually this category will disappear and we'll all be in Latin America. So you would select British Commonwealth, okay, and you'll see that as I've added that filter now, it's only showing me British Commonwealth, starting at Anguilla, so it's in alphabetical order right now, okay, and that's because I've got it sorted alphabetically here from A to Z. I can go best-selling, A to Z, Z to A, price low to high, high to low, date, old to new, so my oldest listings first, and date new to old. So if you only want to see what I've added to the inventory, you would choose this. Okay, but now, let's say I decide, okay, I want to now narrow this by time period. So I go to the time period over here, and I see I've got pre-1900, 1901 to 1950. So there's a little bit of post-1940 in here, and then 1950 to date, and all periods. It's grayed out right now because I don't have any single lots that cover all periods, but that would be used if I had a worldwide collection, for instance. So if I'm collecting George V, I'm going to choose 1901 to 1950. And you'll see, again, it's further refined my results now. It bumped out that Anguilla lot, which was an Elizabethan lot. Okay. And let's say, in addition to that, I only collect mint. So I'm going to go to condition over here. So condition refers to whether the stamps are mint or used, or whether they're covers, so postal history, whether they're mint never hinged. The grade is a separate filter for the actual condition grade, like VF, fine, very good, so forth. So let's suppose that for George V, I'm only interested in mint never hinged. So it'll show me just the mint never hinged material. Okay, I don't know why that's there, that's Elizabeth, but okay, so it's showing me some Elizabeth here. And that's probably because some of this is coded as 1950. Not really too sure. Now, if I decide that I want to look at both mint never hinged and mint only, I can do that. I'm not limited as to the number of filters I can select in each column. I can pick them all. I can have every single filter listed here if I wanted to. So there, now it's going to show me just all the mint stuff. Or, so now let's suppose I don't want anything that's below very fine. Well, I can select VF and above. Now you'll see here very good and below very good grades are grayed out, because for 1901 to 1950, I don't have anything in those grades. So then I would just select that. And so now it's filtered 4,100 products into just 138 items. And so now I can browse everything that's here, and I can look at it's spread out over just 2 or 3 pages. Now the only thing that I will point out here as well that you need to be aware of is I don't have the add to cart buttons enabled on the collection page. You do have to go into the individual listing and add it to cart that way and buy it through the product page. The reason for that is that the Shopify is set up in such a way that all the collection pages in the website all have the same enabling. And I have a weekly auction, and I can't have people trying to buy the auction lots. So I've disabled the add to cart feature on the product pages. That's really the only thing that might prove to be a little bit cumbersome in your search. But this filter here is really, really important. Now, you can remove filters without going back into the actual drop downs by just clicking on the little X's next to the filter, and you can remove them like so, or you can add new ones, and like just by clicking them. So this is really, really useful because it means that you don't have to start your searches and your filtering all over again when you're in the middle of doing a search. You can keep filtering or adding and subtracting filters as you move through it. So anyway, I hope that's helpful and addresses any concerns you might have about navigability. And happy stamping. Thanks for watching.